MSNBC host Rachel Maddow has gone on an unhinged tirade against her employer after the sacking of colleague Joy Reid.
An even bigger programming change is at 7 p.m. Eastern, where Joy Reid's show, The Readout, ended tonight. And Joy is not taking a different job in the network. She is leaving the network altogether. And that is very, very, very hard to take. I am 51 years old. I have been gainfully employed since I was 12. And I have had so many different kinds of jobs, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. But in all of the jobs I have had, in all of the years I have been alive, there is no colleague for whom I have had more affection and more respect than Joy Reid. I love everything about her. I have learned so much from her. I have so much more to learn from her. I do not want to lose her as a colleague here at MSNBC. And personally, I think it is a bad mistake to let her walk out the door. It is not my call, and I understand that, but that's what I think.
Maddow also doubled down on her attack, suggesting the firing was racially motivated.
I will tell you, it is also unnerving to see that on a network where we've got two non-white hosts in primetime, both of our non-white hosts in primetime are losing their shows, as is Katie Fang on the weekend. And that feels worse than bad, no matter who replaces them. That feels indefensible, and I do not defend it.
Online commentators blasted Maddow's comments, with this person saying, "Joy Reid was the worst host on MSNBC. Management obviously agreed. She wasn't fired because of her skin color, she was fired because she sucked." This commentator agreed, saying Rachel Maddow just called MSNBC racist for firing Joy Reid on MSNBC. Guys, that place is a total dumpster fire. Trump destroyed them all. And it seems Rachel Maddow's suggestion that Joy Reid was fired due to her race is baseless, with the real reason having to do with ratings and the bottom line for the network, says Megyn Kelly.
We just pulled the ratings from Thursday night. On Thursday night, this is in the 25 to 54 demo. I mean, this is just unbelievable. Like, truly, when I was at Fox, a bad night in the demo would be in the threes, 300 and change. But it was often 600,000, 700,000 and change. In the demo, those are now the overall numbers, the total audience numbers on a great number for most of cable news. Here's her demo number from Thursday night, 59,000. She was 4,000 away from Slashies, which is 9,000, which is 50,000. She was 59,000. That's what she got in the overall demo. She lost to her competitor on CNN, who had 104,000, lost to Laura Ingraham, who had 389,000. Lost the whole ratings race inside MSNBC, where their great white hope, Jen Psaki, who's taking over now at 9. This is all part of a reshuffling. She got 65,000 in the key demo. 65. That's okay. That's their future. Rachel Maddow, she's their big star for $30 million a year. All you have to pull is 144,000 in the demo, which I think is what we got. Maybe overnight at 3 a.m. during a weekend program lineup at Fox. 144,000 now earns you $30 million a year on MSNBC. And then the next lowest, after Reid and Psaki, was Stephanie Ruhle with 88,000. Lawrence O'Donnell got 103,000. These are all terrible, terrible, terrible numbers. And that's one of the many reasons Joy Reid is out.
And Rachel Maddow might be upset that her friend and colleague has been shafted, but it seems like she's the only one. Several media commentators are applauding the move by MSNBC's new president, like Nigel Farage, who says good riddance.
Yeah, bigoted, over-opinionated, miserable, goodbye, good riddance.
See you later, absolutely.
US President Donald Trump also weighed in, saying low-life chairman of Comcast, Brian Roberts, the owner of ratings challenge NBC and MSDNC, has finally gotten the nerve up to fire one of the least talented people in television, the mentally obnoxious racist Joy Reid. And commentator Rob Smith doubled down, saying Joy Reid's show had no value.
Joy Reid, your show had no value. It was trash, it was propaganda, and it was one of the most damaging things to the unity of America that I have ever seen. There was not one single scam over the past 5 to 7 years that you have not foisted on the American public. You foisted the BLM scam on the American public. You foisted the Russian collusion delusion on the American public. You foisted the January 6th basically lie and propaganda on the American public. You pushed the COVID propaganda on the American public. And so now that you have outlived your usefulness as an effective propaganda tool for the corporate masters that you serve, they have gotten rid of you, which is what happens. I hope that you are happy and feel good about yourself for basically denigrating Black Republicans, for crapping all over Black Republicans like Byron Donalds, Black Republicans like Tim Scott, Black Republicans like me. Black Republicans, you did nothing but smear, denigrate, and bully all of us because we did not fall in line with that agenda. So your tears are delicious. I care nothing about these tears because you are a liar, you are a racist, and you are a propagandist, and I'm glad your show is gone.
And in true Joy Reid style, she wasn't going down quietly, encouraging her viewers to follow her on her own channels, away from the mainstream media.
Shout out to our amazing readers, our audience. I just love running into y'all in the airport, on these streets, and on social media. I could not love or appreciate you more. Thank you for holding us down. Almost 5 years, we are a toddler, and we out in these streets, in this world, and we are not gonna stop. That is tonight's readout. You can follow me on Blue Sky, Instagram, Threads, and on Substack at it's at joyandread.substack.com. Also on TikTok and Facebook at Joy Reid Official. Inside with Jen Psaki starts now.
She then doubled down in her final opener, bizarrely saying fascism is in America.
We begin tonight with what I think is the question. When you are in the midst of a crisis, and specifically a crisis of democracy, how do you resist? When fascism isn't just coming, it's already here. So what, if anything, can you do about it? Well, for one thing, you can try to learn from history, from